right.
Hello. Welcome. RGL TV's Halloween Horror 2025. Every year I like to submit a strange FMV game that I actually really enjoy from the J-Land. And I've got Sharif-san here with me today because I wanted to get someone who I know would enjoy this. And this is a blind watch for them, and I hope it's a blind watch for everyone here as well.
I'm really excited.
I'm going to do a little disclaimer right off the beginning. So I have done my own translating for this game and just enjoy playing it over and over again. I wouldn't say like every month, but like every few months I play this game and just I find a new little thing. But there are 7 different endings, true endings for this game, and a lot of other endings. And if you're wondering why you should stick around for this, it was actually written by Nishitani Aya, who is the creator of the original Shin Megami Tensei story, Digital Devil's story. And they wrote the light novel before this, and then they actually are directly responsible for this game coming to life. And I want to say they directed this game. There's still like some things I don't know 100% about that area, but but yes, this is a real treat. And so everyone, you know, grab your popcorn if you need to for a second, get a drink, stay up. You don't want to miss this. Let's go ahead and get started. All right. So we're going to go ahead and boot up our VHS.
Start stereo. Good options.
Yeah, no.
That's how you know it's a good game. Oh my goodness. Okay.
You know, I wasn't kidding. We're booting up our VHS. So this is a
Excellent.
Taito VHS. We're going to go ahead and make a new file here. Let's do, how many letters can we actually fit in here? We'll do RGLTV.
Oh, this is extremely PlayStation era stuff here. This is beautiful.
RGLTV Ween.
Nice.
Oh, what's this? This is kind of a spooky symbol.
Okay.
I don't know what this is. I think it's like the Taito symbol or something. But
I like this.
all right, ready. The timer doesn't start just yet, by the way. I don't think I brought up timer. But it's not really necessary. It's gonna be about. I'll pull up one on my end real quick.
Yeah, you don't need one.
Don't need one, but just in case, to keep track of the time, keep it under an hour. This game is going to start off really just quick. So if there's something you don't understand, I'll do my best to explain it. But the reason I wanted to preface it about not having the light novels is that this game still, there are sections of this game that just don't make any sense to me. Like I fully do not understand what is happening in certain segments. And there are certain characters that even in the opening there, I was telling Shuri-san that I don't know who, like, I've never seen some of these scenes before. So
Incredible.
it is fantastic. All right, let's go ahead and start. Shuri-san, do you want to do the countdown? Are you all ready?
Sure. Sure thing. Let's get started in 3, 2, 1, and go. The very slow VHS animation.
There we go. RGLTV Ween. Tokyo Shadow. Right off the bat, this game is going to open on what seems like kind of a war scene. This is supposed to take place originally after World War II. They don't explain this until much later in the game, and even then it's very like offhanded. So just kind of enjoy this sets up kind of the vibe for the game. Every time I see those lights, I think of FX or something.
I want. There we go.
See, this like red lightning comes into play a couple of times.
I think one of the names of one of the light novels is Red Lightning.
Yes, probably.
It was like I did like very cursory research 5 minutes ago, and it was like all of the light novel names were like color noun.
Yeah, color is a huge theme in this game. I'm probably not smart enough to pick up on all this what it's trying to play off here. But the light novel in general is just hard to find, and I haven't been able to find all 4 sold together. So it's just one of those things where I'm hoping Nishitani Aya will point me in the right direction, or maybe even just selfishly ask, "Hey, can I get a copy of
the copies, right?
Yeah, I hope so." I want to say what this game was like 97, I think.
96, 97.
97. All right, so that was all a dream that our main character, Hide, had. We're going to play as Hide the whole time. But he's going to basically... Also, Hide's got pretty nice place here. So Kyoko is his girlfriend, but they've they've been really busy because basically Kyoko, who's the other main character, is a 21-year-old police officer, and she basically has been saying, "Hey, let's go on a date," but she's also like, "Hey, can we also like meet before I have to go investigate something?" But he hasn't for some reason met his girlfriend in like a couple months, so this is like a big day for him. And then after he hangs up the phone, he's like, "But what was that dream? What was that dream? What was that dream? What was that dream?" So completely unrelated. He's still thinking about the weird dream that we all just saw.
You know when you have a strange dream in the middle of the night and you kind of wake up in a funk?
Yeah.
That's what he's experiencing right now.
And his girlfriend's calling, who's also psychic. I forgot to mention that in the little profile.
Oh, okay, that's important.
Yeah. All right, and time starts right now. So, first we're gonna go ahead. We're in Shibuya right now, and there's some weird things that have been going on. Like, he just has this weird vibe in the air. So we're gonna kind of walk through here. This is also a throwback to some early 90s Shibuya hits, or mid 90s.
Yeah.
There's that red lightning again. I'm trying to remember if any of these signs are still around. Not really.
Yeah, you can't imagine, right?
All right, this is this is a like kind of like a, what do you call like a person who's like just saying like it's the end of the world, like be careful.
Oh, yeah,
like,
one of these guys.
yeah.
These guys.
But he's like a weird monk that's being like, there's a bunch of people that disappear. You're like, you gotta be careful. There's some underbelly of Shinjuku that you don't know about. Shibuya, yeah. So we're just gonna be like, yeah, we're not gonna talk to this. Normally, if you talk to them, it changes the whole route of the game, and
Oh, gosh,
you can
okay.
actually get an ending where he just like beats you over the head with a sign. I've been trying to find it,
Okay.
but it might.
Yeah,
like,
you might be right that I might have to do some digging here.
Yeah. Oh no, it's great.
I cannot read Japanese, so I would need some help with that. But I'm excited.
And so as we ignore it, like, let's continue our date. Hide is very, I guess, a distracted individual. So of course he's gonna approach the first woman that kind of stands out. This is the Green Witch. I don't know if that's actually her name, but I just call her the Green Witch because she's always wearing
That's very green. And a witch hat. I mean, it's totally,
hat. Yeah.
totally
not conspicuous. So she hands
Take
us
a flyer.
Yeah. And we're gonna be like, hey, that looks cool. Let's go there. And we have options, like we can continue on our date, do other things, but no, we're gonna go ahead and go right to the ignore our date and go check out this weird shop, because of course.
We're just immediately off track. It took us 2 minutes.
By the way, if you were to go off course there, you just wander the city for like a long time, and it's really, really hard to even figure out how to get back on track. There's a lot of places I mean, if you want to take a tour of Shibuya, this is the game to play. You can see some pretty cool spots, but you see here, not a sus location at all.
Oh, the welcome in spray paint?
Yeah.
I always like that when that happens.
And so now we're here to meet Kyoko, and Kyoko is basically being tasked by one of her supervisors to, hey, something went down here at this place is weird. She's like, who was that? And then she's explaining like, oh yeah, there's all these like weird shops that are like popping up in the city, and this witch shop is really suspicious. So it's I don't know, it is kind of weird, like they're trying to make a coincidence that we're at the same place, but we also had a phone call that we're on a date. Like, again, this game is very confusing if you think about it, because he was supposed to be on a date with her, but then now he's meeting her at work, and then he's like, yeah,
huh? Yeah,
I'm okay, well, you go do your work then, I'm just gonna wait outside and then we'll go on our date.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a lot of still frames.
You're just kind of staring.
Yeah, she's
just staring at us.
You better wait outside.
I feel guilty. I just feel guilty staring. I haven't even done anything. I feel guilty.
Definitely crazy girlfriend vibes.
Yep.
They haven't seen each other for months, but he's still stuck around. So, hey, it must be.
There you go.
Dedicated. But so the person, I guess her senior detective, comes up and is like, yeah, sorry about getting in the way of your date. Let me just like talk to you about something over here behind this building. Teresa, you could play a game if you think they're a good person or a sus person.
Yeah. Do you trust this man? So far, the answer is I trust nobody. The answer is always no, as far as I can tell. Just let's just talk to you privately in this alley. Oh gosh. Okay, no, that's bad.
So yes, he is working for Megiddo, who is like the name of that the shop is after, and all the clients there are basically really sus. So if we had gone inside the shop, there's all these like different kind of clientele that they'll try and poison us, or if we leave later, But this guy just directly summons, I guess, an extension of himself to come and like absorb us from the city.
Practical effects are very good.
Yeah, those are the ones I'm not gonna skip a lot of this stuff because I want everyone to get the full enjoyment out of it. They're really good actually. Some of the practical effects are.
So we're just slowly getting eaten by some sort of demon.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, I got some bad news for you, son, and everyone in chat. We're dead.
Oh.
Yeah. So, the rest of this game, we are a ghost. Our main character just died. And basically our objective now is not to like solve this crime necessarily, and like it's just kind of to protect our girlfriend, and we just want to make sure that she doesn't die. And so this other spirit here is like, get trolled, like you're dead. He didn't even break it.
Isn't he also dead?
He is, yeah, he's also dead, but he's also for some reason laughing at us.
Interesting. So it kind of takes one to know one kind of
thing. Yeah. So basically, he's like, yeah, go ahead and take a look. This is where we came. So we literally got sucked through and squeezed through the wall. So our like, that's our, I guess our carcass that got spit out just now. No. But it's still digesting. And we've actually been here for a couple days, apparently. It could have been weeks. They just said it's been some time that's passed. He's going to explain.
Yeah. Arbitrary time.
So, because we're a ghost, like, Megiddo, like, normally doesn't, like, care. So, a lot of these, like, spirits, he's just, like, they're left to kind of wander. So, we can just assume that this guy's just been, like, stuck here. Or, like, I don't know. He just feels like he can't escape this place. Because we're going to find out in a second we're really, truly in the underbelly of the city.
In the most literal sense of the term.
Yeah. By the way, I can't skip some of this stuff. So like this is one there's like when you see it's like these like still images, I can't skip those.
These are unskippable.
They're unskippable. Nice. So you just gotta enjoy his smiling, trolling face. So yeah, that escalated quickly, right?
Faster than I was expecting.
I've really explained nothing other than that he has died and that he has a girlfriend who stares at him awkwardly. But that's all you really need to know.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's saying, you become a ghost. But yeah, basically our option here is like, you're joking, or we're just like, man, you're telling the truth. I guess I'm a ghost. So we gotta like completely realize that we're a ghost here, and choose the option to accept. This is also probably would be good if for a guide for the game. So I'm gonna try and explain things. I'm not gonna go like super fast. It's been a minute since I've played this because I wanted to play it fresh today. But yeah, everything I'll be answering. This is so far as I know the quickest route to get to the end of the game, minus skipping the cutscene. You can just hit the triangle button on the PlayStation controller to normally skip them, but they're good. Some of them are really good. So they have that old like 3D FM 3D video FMV vibe. So yeah, we just literally ram our spirit through the wall. Why the other guy didn't do that though, I don't understand. Like I said, every time a question is answered, I have more questions.
Yeah.
So
we're never gonna be out of questions, I think.
Because the spirit told us, hey, you can run through that. You could probably get through that wall. It's like, why don't you go through that wall? Like, if you know you can go through the wall. But maybe it's a power of will kind of thing. And so as we walk through this creepy tunnel here, we're gonna be approached by an angel, and I guess the angel, there's a section of this old ruins where a church used to be, I guess.
Mhm.
And so she's gonna tell us, hey, it's time to go to heaven. Like, you're dead. You were a good person, so why don't you come with me? So maybe that's it. Maybe we were like pure of heart, so that's why we were spared. I might be adding a lot of subtext that's not true, but that's how I like to imagine it.
There you go. Headcanon is important, okay?
Don't be scared. You had a short life, but you had a great life, and your adventure's over. Let's go. That's literally what she says.
Move it along. Come on.
So basically, we were like, go. Like, I still got to worry about Kyoko. Like, what are you talking about? My girlfriend's still here. And then she's like, her? Still talking about her? You're just a spirit. You can't do anything. So this angel we just met, we basically give the most child Japanese response ever. Is like, yada. Like, I don't like what you're saying. Like, yucky. Meh. Meh. I don't think so. I have my girlfriend here. Heaven can wait. Meh. I like meh. That should just be, if someone ever makes an English translation, just put meh. Meh. So she makes a deal with it. She's like, okay, I'm going to give you until daybreak next morning to get your shit together and save this girl. But if you can't do it by then, look, you're coming with me. You're coming. Like, so. And then for some reason, we're like so excited that we've made this deal. We're like trying to run out of there. She's like, wait. You don't know where you're going. So she's basically saying, she gives us a map. So I guess it's a map that a ghost can actually hold and use. It's a big city, okay? Tokyo is a very big city.
It's true.
And so she's talking about these stones, and this is another reason I wanted the books. These stones are actually in real life throughout the series, and apparently that was the inspiration, is that while Nishitani-san was walking through Shibuya, he noticed all these stones, and he's like, these are really, like, some of them are really, you know, old. What's the story behind these? And that's kind of what inspired this. And so they kind of drop a hint, like, yeah, use the stones, but they don't. That's all they really tell you.
Be less cryptic. Just help me.
Here's a map. Woo! Spirit map. I like how it like flipped too. Like she couldn't just hand it. It's kind of like do a twirl in the air. But we're back in the city. There's going to be a lot of instant teleporting. And this is part of the game where there's actual like inputs that you can mess up. I'm going to try and not mess it up today. It's surprisingly easy to.
Oh, I can see. I can understand messing this up for sure.
Yeah, because you want to mash through it, but it automatically adjusts, and you can actually go into first person view too. It's like Google Maps basically. But we arrived at this park, and then we're gonna check the behind this like little temple in this park here, And there's some mysterious stones. And we're going to look at this middle stone here. This one seems like a little suspicious. And yeah, you're going to see this like hand reaching out a lot. I don't know if there's any hand emojis, but
yeah, incorporeal hand.
Yeah. By spirit form hand, but if you notice, we're still wearing a suit there. Like
we died in a suit.
We're looking sharp. So we've teleported back to the ruins here, and then this is kind of the section of the game where you have to know whether to go left or right, and then go back. If you were to just navigate that map and go through the city, there are. I did one stream once where it was like over 5 hours of me just walking around the city. There's just too many options to go through. They tried to make it really, really real life. The funny thing is, you don't need. It's all optional stuff.
It's just useless.
It's like literally useless. And this one, yeah. So we've gone to the left here, and then we're gonna go just be teleported back out again. And then talk to the middle stones again, and they're going to give us basically the plot armor item of the game that we don't use. So we use it once, but I did
feel better now.
Yeah, I did some testing before I submitted this game, and like it doesn't matter if you use it or not. So I'm wondering if that's for like the 100% ending. The timing of which, probably right?
Which nobody knows how to do yet.
Yeah.
Is it like a true ending? Is that
there is a true ending? Yeah, I've done it once, but it is very long. And then I must have missed something because it didn't feel like completely right. But
yeah, it didn't feel right.
All right, so these are like the stones. There's gonna be a lot of different stones and trees and inanimate objects that we talk to, but they're like, yeah, we can see you. We have spirits, but only the people who are living can't see you. And we're gonna be like, yeah, okay, we'll hear you out, stones that are talking. You have an option to just hear them out. He's a trooper. He's just he's met an actual witch. You know, he's died, and now he's talking to stones, and he's met an angel. It's
a full day. It's been a full day. It's not what I could handle. That's what I'm saying. At this point, like everything he's been through, is like, yeah, sure, talking stones, let's go. I mean, if I can get some help.
So this is a gong, and basically the Megiddo or any subject of Megiddo hate the sound of this ringing gong when you use it. So once we use its magical powers, it lets out a sound that I guess makes it safe, but they kind of hint that you want to use it against Megiddo, but it comes up as a option in a lot of sections of the game. Yeah.
Gotcha.
One side.
There's the hand.
Let's go. So we're getting teleported again. There you go.
There's the hand.
What do you think of these ruins, by the way? And they they all look
very similar to each other, is what I will say. This is the exact dungeon crawler I'd get lost in for 1,000 years.
Yeah. All right, so this is actually where the game is really going to start, because we're going to be introduced to Kyoko right now. So we found Kyoko. She's already been captured. You know, things have gone south. And my guess, well, they kind of say, so they had like a report on who they should capture, and because during her investigation she found too much information, they're just like, okay, we can't kill you because you know, that might spark an investigation, but will capture you and hide you away, so you'll become a missing person, which might not spark an investigation. So,
I'm not sure I'd buy that.
So, just for the speed run here, the faster time, we're gonna go ahead and use the gong.
Oh, so this is the one time we get to use plot armor?
we cannot use it. You can choose the bottom option, which is like, hey, don't like get involved in anything here.
Nice.
And if we did that, but we get to see some of her awesome police action because he was distracted.
That was the coolest. That was the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, try anything, Buster. He's like, I don't know anything. I'm just hired help. I'm just hired help. Don't do it. Kyoko-san's is a badass. Yeah, everything escalates quickly.
She's absolutely a badass.
Yeah,
for sure. She was cooler in that 30 seconds than I will ever be.
This is Tokyo Shadow.
This is some good
stuff.
This,
if you're just joining, this is the perfect place. Like I said, this is kind of where the horror elements really start to come into play. If you weren't already creeped out and scared. All right, so normally if we hadn't captured him, he would just kind of walk in here, you know, light up a cigarette. But we just go ahead and just tell him to be a good little boy and tell, hey, what else is in here? Who else have you tried to capture? And then we get introduced to other characters. Yeah, it's Saturn and PS1. So I'm running on the PS1 today. This game is not cheap, by the way. I will just say that it is a little bit pricey.
Tokyo Shadow.
These are we're going to introduce to it in a longer scene, but basically these are the other people who have been captured. We don't get a full introduction yet, so they're just kind of glad to be saved, and they're all making their scary faces, like, "Don't you mess with us." Cue the bloodborne baby crying.
Yep.
This guy really actually doesn't know anything, by the way. He really is just like hired help. Just kind of like a, you know, a bad dude. A Yankee, they would say.
There you go. Exactly.
And she's like, yeah, I can't ignore this weird baby crying. We reach our hand out and like try and like, don't worry, what's wrong? And then we hear her thoughts where she's like, Hide, what should I do in this situation? She doesn't know we're dead or gone. She just thinks,
yeah,
like,
right.
Like, you know, again, things escalate really, really quickly in this game. Yeah, well, she can't leave it alone. She's a good person. So. This room also is like barely explained. I want to hear your theory on this.
I'm excited. All right. So the other room was just like the random room with the couch, right?
Yeah, that's just where he was holding people, and then because she heard the baby crying from this room, she's like, "I'm gonna go all bloodborne and walk in here."
Oh,
absolutely
no.
normal.
What is this? Is this like so there's a bunch of crosses here, yeah? Yeah. And other things also. This is messed up. Is this like the bunch of is this like souls, dead souls? This is very strange.
I think so.
He seems not concerned by this. She looks concerned, at least. Who are they?
By the way, she missed.
Oh, unbelievable.
Maybe it was a warning shot, but she definitely like aimed down the barrel there. So he screams out in horror. He really probably didn't know what was going on. We're gonna walk down here, and we're gonna find a severed hand. Most likely, that guy's hand. I think so.
Seems likely.
Yeah, I didn't remember if he had a ring or not.
Yeah, it's a pretty noticeable ring, though. I will say that.
So they also don't know what's going on. They're like, what happened here? We just shot at him. He should have blood coming out his chest, not his hand sewn off. So, things are escalating even more. And so they're just like, okay, we need to run out of here. And so we actually, in this weird situation, even though shit's kind of hitting the fan, we're going to go ahead and separate and leave to try and help her.
Classic stuff.
In just a second, but yeah, she's
always. Whenever you're in a horror movie, definitely just go alone somewhere. Definitely split up when you have a group of people.
So I think if you stay in that section for a second, you get attacked. But I have to be extremely careful here because if I make a misinput, the whole pathing of the game changes, even from the slightest text change. And I might not be able to finish the game. And I'd like to get to the credits. But yeah, this is the introduction to the game. Now, who are these other girls we're with? So it's actually the other girl, the other Japanese girl is Akiko. And she's just a student at Kogakuin University in Shibuya. She's 19. Why she's here, I guess or maybe her boyfriend or someone she know was doing research here as well. So she was investigating it. And then you have Kathy, or Catherine, who's a 19-year-old American exchange student from Massachusetts. And she's Akiko's friend. And so she's the one who also was interested in this place because she found an old document from like the US military. I guess she was on like a military base, and they said there were some ruins that existed underneath Shibuya. And then she was kidnapped by Megiddo while she was studying this at the university. So it's possible that people at the university are also part of Megiddo's like evil legion or whatever. I guess, yeah, you just, like you said, Shuri-san, trust no one. It's really the...
Don't trust anybody.
Previously on Survivor. I use plot armor, yeah.
Am I inspired to run this? I'm certainly not inspired. I'm not looking at copies of this on eBay right now. On the other side,
I am curious about that. What it runs now. But yeah, it's
a nice copy is probably like $80.
I'm gonna guess so.
Uglier copies are not so bad.
All right, so we're gonna do a little bit of little detective work here and go in and just take a second to, before we run on ahead, gather some items. So of course we've got a gun, so we're gonna go into this room and just snag some bullets, and then also a file.
Out of curiosity, you use that gong. Is that the only reason that Kyoko has the gun now? Would she like not have the gun had you not used the gong?
She would still have the gun. She had. That's another thing. He runs off, and for some reason that scene would happen no matter what, where she points the gun at them, even if you didn't use the gong. So she eventually just goes into badass mode and gets the gun anyway. So the gong, using the gong there, it's just simply faster. and we might as well use it. But if I do the other route, like I said, there's just a few more unnecessary scenes that happen, but ultimately it's the same outcome. All right, so now that we've gotten the file explaining a little bit of the history of this place, we're going to go ahead and we're looking for an exit. And as we're walking through here, something's going to happen. What do you think that's going to be?
I don't know. Are you going to get eaten by another demon? I have no idea.
Nope. While we're walking, for some reason, of course, because it's a horror type of thing, the typical horror trope is, I guess we weren't holding hands. So Kathy has just disappeared. Literally, we were walking. She's gone. So now we've got to go on a side mission to now look for Kathy.
Gotta find a way, girl.
I think I heard maybe 6 to 8 footsteps, and she's gone.
That is like record time stuff.
Yeah, so yeah, of course, we gotta go look for her. And I could not have come up with what would happen to her. And I'm not gonna skip this cutscene because if I do, it comes as a. Unfortunately, you don't get to see some of the good practical effects in this game. But yeah, we've now discovered Kathy is not in a good place. Somehow all this happened, by the way, in the matter of seconds.
Like 3 seconds.
Yeah, literally 3 seconds.
Oh no, that's probably not good.
I assume that the zombie is like licking her, but the FMV quality is not terribly high. And they're just like, yep. Do we really want it to be high quality? It's a question.
Yeah, that's the right question there.
And her friend, they just got out, and then she's gotten captured again right away. They have no idea how to save her. So they don't know what they're gonna do, but we still have to find the exit to the place, right? We're still in these we can assume that these ruins have, like if you remember the spear at the beginning, you probably don't. There's been so many other weird things. Told us that we were trapped in these ruins pretty much permanently, even though we as a ghost could move through walls, but living people can't. That's another question: is how do people actually get down here? I don't know.
She ended up down here with the thugs. So.
Right. There
has to be some sort of stairwell.
Must be, right? Logic would point to that.
A magic golden elevator that takes you down here.
We hear some weird noises, and we come to this door at the end of the this like iron rusted door. We're going to go ahead and go in here, and I'm gonna skip this scene. Pretty much everyone is just like in zombie status, but you can't see well just yet.
Okay.
So what we have to do in this scene?
Yeah, they don't look like they're in super great shape right now.
Yeah. No, everyone's been rotting for a while, but this is like. I believe these are her brains. Yeah, her university friends. So we're gonna first talk to this rotting carcass. Yeah, so they thought they were like researching like aliens, but then like zombies were here. So they got caught by zombies themselves. there's like a weird stone that we have to research here. It doesn't do anything. And then we're gonna check out this little like rotting corpse. They call it a mummy, by the way, a mira. So, and then after we look at that last thing, all the people who I guess were attacked by zombies now reactivate. They reanimate.
Now they're all zombies.
Mm-hmm. I guess they were zombies, but they hadn't been activated yet.
Gotcha. Except for that one not zombie. That's zombie for sure. That's very good. But she's not a zombie.
Okay. So we have an option to basically shoot all these zombies, but we're not going to do that. We're going to
run.
We're going to run.
Yeah, we're going to run.
Yeah. And we're actually going to separate from Kyoko for a little bit because there's nothing we can do. And this is I'm just going to full disclosure, this is part of the story where it really goes off the rails, but it doesn't seem like that, but just from a story perspective, I can't explain what's going on. You know,
we've been on the rails this whole time.
This has been on the rails. We're going.
Absolutely.
So we've left. I guess we've left them in that situation. They're all still there in the zombie room, but we've gone.
We just pieced out.
We're like, we got to figure out how to save them in this situation. So we've come here, and we're now going to talk to what's the guy who's like always makes me remind me of like Kill Bill or like an old Kyonshi type of like movie, but basically the wise man, the wise spirit. So yeah, we also were like, who are you? And then they tell us yeah, we're gonna go ahead and listen to them. We're gonna hear them out. You always want to hear everyone out, even if they're complete stranger spirits.
Absolutely.
Oh. So yeah, he's saying, you gotta help me real quick. Like, my girlfriend Kyoko, she's gonna be killed by zombies. Like, do you have a solution? He's like, you can't defeat those things with power. But if you use the magical water of the Togu shrine, then I think you'll be able to you know, save the day. By the way, this is a real place you can go. I highly recommend it. It's actually really pretty. It's only like 800 yen to go in. I don't know about where this is, but I've always wanted to go with this. That's in like a lot of anime scenes, a little like waterway. But yeah, basically saying we got to go get magic water from this shrine. Was that a skip in the audio? What? I heard.
I'm trusting you for translation, so.
Yeah, it sounded like a natural skip.
Interesting.
I never noticed that. All right, so now we're back here, and we have to basically talk to the Green Witch again. And by talk to her, I just mean kind of like reach out to her spiritually. She can sense our presence, but can't see us. And then
Is that why she's looking directly at us?
Right.
She's like, seems around here someplace.
And so now we're gonna go to Togujinja, and we're gonna basically there's gonna be some like I'm probably gonna skip this cutscene. It's just like bubbly water and something's in the water. It's not terribly interesting, and
is this the magic water we were talking about?
This is the magic water, yeah. And then there's like a little cutscene.
We got a witch for the magic water.
That looks cool. It's kind of alien-esque. But we are gonna skip this one just for time. As much as I want to play everything, I still want this to be like a not only the VOD that everyone can use for playing this game, but also like not too long on time.
Yeah, sure.
You know, definitely pick this up and try it for yourself. There's even different routes for this section here, but yeah, literally it just bubbles out of the water and it's not really visible what it is. And that's another thing. One of the messages I was going to ask the director of this game is like, what is this that I'm supposed to be what I'm supposed to be looking at? Okay. Yeah, we're gonna look at the status of the water.
Just like scare the bubbling away. She kind of just gave it a stern look. And it's like, okay, I'm leaving.
Don't you even think about it. But yeah, you take this water and then we like throw it on the tree later too. A lot of the endings actually are really good in this game. They're just like death endings or trap endings. They're totally worth experiencing. Some of them are really good. But the actual like fastest route to this game that I found, it subtracts like 2 different plots. You'll see at the end, this game gives you like a little like plot subline. So when I was routing this, I just started combining different paths and being like, okay, well, what if I did, went to the shrine at this point, or, just trying different options. This one is I think we work together. Yeah, we'll work. And we're gonna have a disc change. He's like, good, glad you decided to work with me.
I trust him. So far.
He's the one person you trust.
So far.
Nice. Me too. I wish I knew the actor's name. I love this. I'm sure he's in other movies and stuff. Yeah, this time we're just using just using the tree to teleport. And by doing this, by activating water, we've now and reappearing, we've just, I guess, somehow flushed everybody out, and all the zombies in this specific room are deactivated. Is deactivated the right word? I don't know. what's the opposite?
Off, yeah.
Yeah. What's the opposite of reanimate? Deanimate? Sleep?
Yeah, there's like yeah. Deactivated is the closest thing I can think of, yeah. Do zombies need sleep? I don't think so.
Okay, and now we were going to do this change. Forgive me, I am running on a different setup today. You see nothing. You see nothing.
Who wants to be a millionaire second edition?
Gotta keep up the quiz game, keep up that knowledge. I do have the physical copy of this game on Sega Saturn, but we just had Foca RTA and another offline event. On top of having, I do esports and gaming events in Japan, in October. By October and November are the busiest times of the year for me.
The busiest.
So
that makes sense, yeah.
I probably can't see, but my closet is just full. It's games overloading. It's not clean right now. But that's my fault. I don't actually own the physical PS1 for this one. I wanted the Saturn because apparently the quality is just ever so slightly better.
Okay. I tend to, if I have the choice between PS1 and Saturn, I'll pick Saturn most times, just because I'm a Sega boy.
Yeah, same. So we found out where, you know, Kathy's been captured. She's screaming out for our help, and we're gonna go run through here. Some 3D, really early 3D render stuff.
Oh yeah. I have a massive Saturn controller. I have the.
Nice. I hope yeah, Sekatan Sanshiro spares me, because I have a Saturn and a Dreamcast right next to me.
Absolutely, I have all of them. I have that 3D controller that was for Nights into Dreams. I got.
Oh,
that.
nice. That's awesome.
Very ominous.
Yeah.
This place hasn't been. Is this where Kathy is?
This is another all red room.
Yeah, you were right about the colors thing. Uh-oh, is she gonna...
What's wrong, Kathy? Zap.
Rip. Oh no. She's like smiles and lays back. She's like, did you...
Come this way. You wanna see your boyfriend, right? Stop it, Kathy. Come, Akiko. You gotta get out of here. And this one, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do exactly what it said, was this. Help Akiko get out of here.
Get out of there.
But not before she also becomes a badass.
It was a little... Let's give it like a 6 out of 10. Back to the virtual highlight animation.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one, virtual highlight. It's basically virtual. By the way, we are at the end stretch of the game. Fortunately, there's a lot that I'm not going to get to show today, but
yeah, it's like an unfathomably large game.
It is really, really large. It is actually a 2-disc game. The 3rd disc is like extra stuff.
It's like behind the scenes and stuff.
Behind the scenes. And one of the reasons why I tried to explain some of the stories, that this section is just a giant story dump. Once it gets explaining, I'll do some shout outs and things like that. Probably. But basically, this section was locked away. And if you remember at the beginning of the game, there was like the U.S. military basically kind of ran in, not kind of, 100%. They got hit by the lightning, but then they ran into that like giant tree. This guy, basically their whole operation was, there was some scientist, I'm trying to remember his name, but it'll probably come to me in a second. He'll say it, but basically he opened up some sort of evil portal a long time ago, like way back in ancient history of Japan, and all those rocks, those things we found, those are actual people who sealed this guy up into the shrine. And so the American army found out about where the shrine was and the evil that was lurked inside, and they wanted to destroy it. And so that was their operation. But they failed.
Clearly.
Yes. And then by them like failing, and then they ran into that tree, they broke part of the shrine. And that shrine then opened up over, I guess, the next, the 40s, so like 40s, 50s.
50 years.
Yeah, so the next 50 years, basically Megiddo's power grew, and then he had more influence. And so all their normal weapons don't work, but they developed like a special weapon, a special bomb that can basically blow up and destroy Megiddo and all his plans. And so he's basically saying like, hey, can you help kill him? And then she's like, I don't know how to shoot a gun. Like, what are you talking about? He's like, it's not that big of a deal. Just this button you gotta press that's gonna like set off a giant explosion. You got this. You got this. Also kind of interesting that Akiko can see him. That's also not ever really explained, but
yeah, because like there's no other time where like
right.
a ghost or a whatever was like visible.
And Kyoko's supposed to be one with psychic powers, not Akiko. So again, every time the question is answered, I don't know.
7 more being asked. What happened to Kyoko, by the way?
She's just in there. She's just there. She got captured. She's just chilling out.
Yeah, she got like zapped by Kathy.
Yeah. She's hanging out with Kathy. They're having like a zombie tea party or something. Like,
delicious.
And so basically we're gonna say that there's 2 options I can do. We'll just say that we'll help. Like we'll try. Like whatever. This is a little switch. They turn it on, and then later we'll press the button. That's pretty much it. I'm gonna skip the rest of the stuff that's shown. And then this army guy's like, okay, we're gonna do our best, insinuating that they're also going to help do something.
They're gonna do something.
They're going to do something. I don't know
what they're doing on their end.
So now you're gonna run back. You've got some grenades, like, you know, he gave you some grenades and things, because, you know, even though she can't shoot a gun, she knows how to pull the pin and toss her grenade.
There you go. Everyone has their strengths, you know.
And this is the kind of the climax of it. Can we save everyone? Will we have a happy ending? I just loved the side actors. You're right. It is.
You're very good.
I would say 6 out of 10 for this.
There you go.
Yeah. They are just wearing like normal pants. It is pretty funny.
It's just pants.
Yeah.
Here's Kathy smearing Kyoko with paint. Say it's paint.
Everything in this room has to be red. Smear the paint.
Red lightning. Hand. Oh no.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good throw. That one's not too bad. This is like a special grenade?
It's literally just a grenade.
Oh, like an explosive grenade.
Yeah.
Just like that. I'm unimpressed.
So it says this is like Kathy still has a heart, so we don't wanna shoot. Violence is surprisingly not the answer in this game.
There you go.
Okay.
Did Kathy just get crushed by a giant
Kathy,
boulder?
yes. Unfortunately, in this ending, Kathy gets owned. She's boulder crushed. So all we can do really is just save Kyoko and Akiko and them have the good ending. So in the true ending, everyone gets saved.
Is saved.
Everyone. I don't know why. I just love the way she pulls the grenade.
Yeah, very casually.
Yeah.
She's super casual with these grenades. I don't know that I could be that casual. The heart.
Megido's heart gets...
So we deactivated his heart.
Okay, and so I guess this is what the army guy did. He's in this body. I don't know whose body this is. It's not clear. Like, it may be that he took over a body. There's some storyline that because of the path that I take here, I skip straight over it. So there's no explanation about how he got out of his... I mean, you saw where he was. Like, his spirit was there, but he's like entangled. Like, it was like just a carcass. Like, how could he move? And who did he take control? But basically saying, like, he's like, you know, you hit the heart, but that's not like the true heart, so you gotta run out of here before this whole place explodes. Oh, you think this is actually how you defeat and seal Megido? Oh
no! Kyoko?
Nope.
Oh no.
But it's okay because why? This was all a dream. And so
it was all
a dream, and now you've got to replay it until you get the 100% ending. That is one of the better endings. There's actually several endings. So you can have one where you save only Akiko and you leave both of them. You can have one where you just literally throw grenades through the door and then leave. There's a bunch of funny ones. Again, this game has what, like 40, you said 45, 47 or something endings. 7 like real endings. This is one of the real endings.
Yeah, this is like the U.S. Army ending. Or
US,
whatever.
yeah, U.S. Army. I now like that.
I'm seeing the game. I'm looking up resources on this game.
Yeah, so that was Murica ending. I just want to shout out to, of course, Sharif-san for hanging out with me. If there's anyone who knows anything about FMV games, it's Sharif-san. I often will lurk or just see what you're up to because you're always finding really, really rare FMV games. I love it. I have such a good time tuning in. I'm trying to do my best finding stuff and uncovering stuff here in Japan. And so, you know, the only thing I can do to really preserve this stuff is buy the physical copy and play it at events like this so people know what the game was generally about. I mean, I don't know how much of a cohesive story that really was, but if you want to read this from start to finish, yeah, about an hour 5. Yeah, so I had about, is it like an hour or something? on my channel. Oh, thank you for the shout out. Make sure you shout out Sharif-san as well. I do want people to follow them. Whether or not you play the game, what was your... I hope you enjoyed that. Sharif-san, what was your initial reaction?
I enjoyed that a lot. That was a lot of fun. It is very confusing. I will say that it is very confusing. You did a pretty good job of sort of ushering me along.
Yeah.
But I know that this was a lot of fun, and games with a huge branching paths like this. I come from a visual novel. I used to play a lot of visual novels before I became a speedrunner, so this is definitely up my alley for sure.
Don't worry, everyone. It's a work of fiction, by the way.
Okay,
any names and locations, etc., are purely coincidence. In case you didn't know. In case you thought the American army trying to destroy a shrine at the bottom of Shibuya was real. Awesome ride. Yeah, there are some... So the thing about this, there are some sections that are... Like, the map screen's like the one non-ride section of the game. And you can see here, we do some, like...
So, yeah, this is like a classic, like, visual novel ending map. Yep.
Right. And so this was technically ending 24.
Ending 24.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is one of the two U.S. Army good endings. Okay. Yeah.
And so you can see here, this is 2% of the game. So yeah, I barely got the show. We just scratched the surface of this game. I had to get to the ending, the actual credit ending, for this to be considered a actual speed run. I did take you for a ride. Again, I would highly suggest looking up Nishitani Aya-san's works. They're great. If you've never heard of Shin Megami Tensei or Digital Devil's Story, they're fantastic. I really like this story and some of the themes. Having played more of it, I think there was a lot. I think this was just too much to put into a game. Like, it's probably the biggest VN game that I've ever seen, and I've played quite a bit of the Japanese one. I actually, it's funny because the Dreamcast had something like this, and I don't know if I sent it to Sharif-san, but they had something like this where it was going to be like this, but it turned into be a 365 miniseries that they made, where it's just like videos. There's lots of stuff like this out there. So if you like what you saw today, definitely come to my channel. Usually like once or twice a month, I'll bust these games out. I'll try and do a lot of FMV games. I did Space Ace 2 months ago. I'm working on other stuff. Check out Sharif-san's channel. He just ran actually you want to explain what you just ran? It was the game, not the GameCube version, the DVD version of the third
Dragon's Lair?
Dragon's Lair. And that was amazing. It was everything you said it would be.
Very strange.
Really strange. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed today. I'm gonna go ahead and I've actually got a Halloween event, but while I'm doing that event, I don't have to focus too much, so I'm gonna enjoy the rest of Halloween Horror 2025. If you have any questions, reach out to me. If you're looking for information or how to get the game, etc., I'm happy to help. This is literally too much game for one person to route. It would take me all year. Anything else? Anyone? I thank you, staff. Thank you for having me this year. Sorry I didn't get to play. I'll see if I can get to play Vicious Circle, but it looks like I have to use a very old PC. There might not be time to pop it out. I love coming on here and showcase some of these obscure things that might not make it into other marathons and events. And there's still more tuned. I think they're going to do Betty Bedtime, Sleeping %, Rest in Peace %, and then everyone will be back in the morning with Bram Stoker's Dracula for Lincoln Meister. Looks like there's still a little bit left to schedule, so I hope you enjoy your weekend. And thank you to Sharif-san for joining me. Thank you everyone who follows, and I hope you had a good time. Have a spooky day and a spooky Halloween. Bye.